We're going to do 5 problems. They're all going to involve Carlos and his pizza and the size of pieces that he wants to serve up. So we're going to start with Carlos had 1/2 a pizza left. If he split the pizza into pieces that were 1/3 of a pizza, how many pieces would he have? Or parts of pizzas? Parts of pieces. So how many groups of, we'll start with 1/3. This is a little bit glitchy, so hopefully I can, I think if I do that, there we go. I can just type in 1/3. So that's the size of the pieces. And this is how much of a pizza he has left. So here is his half a pizza. These are the sizes that he wants to cut this pizza into. So we've got 1/2 divided by 1/3. So we're going to click on this and drag it over here. And we take up a lot of the pizza, but not all of it. So we have to take this, and if I try to drag that on there, then it's too big. I can't make another entire piece. So I'm going to cut that in half, and I can get another half a piece in here. So the answer in this case is going to be 1/2, and it doesn't let me put mixed numbers in, so I'll put an improper fraction, and we'll check that. All right, we're going to start over. Problem number 2, we're going to take the same story of Carlos and his pizza, and we're just going to change the 1/2. Well, we're going to leave the 1/2, and we're going to change the 1/3 to 3/4. So what if he made the pieces bigger? So we'll leave this 1/2 right here, but let's say that he wanted to be more generous and get bigger pieces. And so this is going to be 1/2 divided by 3/4. And I think I need to maybe type this in so that it shows up. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to try to drag this over, and it's much too big, so I can't take, and let's take the answer key out, or the answer from the last one out. Okay, so if he only has half of a pizza left, he's not even going to be able to make one piece that is 3/4 of a pizza. What's important to remember is that this is 3/4 of a pizza, this is half of a pizza. The pizza is the whole amount. So I'm going to have to split this. And so that's in half. And it doesn't seem like that's going to help me too much. It doesn't cover that. I could drop that there, and then I guess I could drop that there, but that might be kind of complicated. Let's maybe make this into thirds. I'm looking for something that will fit in here. And it seems like I could do 2 of those. So let's do 2/3. 2/3 of this serving. So we think that our answer is going to be 2/3. So let's do 2, and down here 1/3. So this 2/3 is of a piece, not of pizza. It's 2/3 of a piece of pizza that's 3/4 of the size of a pizza. So it gets a little complicated when we're dividing. Let's see how we did. So that's correct. All right, let's change the 1/2, and now let's have more than a pizza. Here, let me reset everything, and we'll just get rid of all these numbers. And now Carlos has ordered some pizza. He's eaten some of it, and what he has left is 3/2 of a piece of pizza. It's a little bit just touchy to get this in here, but okay, so let me change this story to 3/2. And the size of his pizza pieces, I keep getting pizza and pieces mixed up. Pieces, size of the servings are pretty small. We're going to do 1/4 of it. He's expecting a lot of people. So he has to make the pieces much smaller. So we're going to do how many groups of 1/4? So there's our serving size. And he has 3/2. And watch what happens over here. We have a pizza, and then we have half of a pizza. So we'll take these, and we'll just start filling them in. He should have, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he should be able to have 6 servings. Oops, 6. Let's check that. Over 1. All right, our fourth problem is Carlos has 1/4 of a pizza, or excuse me, we're going to go back to 3/4 of a pizza, or I guess we haven't done that yet. 3/4 of a pizza, and he's gonna make his sizes 1/3. So 1/3 is the size of the serving, and he has 3/4 of a pizza left. So here's his pizza, cut into 4 equal parts. He has 3 of them left. This part's missing, and this is the size. And this should be interesting because this is the size that he wants. And we've got 3/4 divided by 1/3. Let's take our answer out. That just seems to stay there from the previous problem. You even want to take the 0 out. We'll just go like this. There we go. Okay. So if I do this and I drag it over here, it doesn't seem to fit very nicely. So I'm going to make this is 1 serving. I think I'm going to change it to 1/2 of a serving. So and that doesn't seem to fit in there very well. Maybe I'll try 1/3 of a serving, see if it fits in there in any way. Doesn't fit there. So I could maybe change this. Let's go back here. And so we've got 1/3 of a piece. And let's just see if that'll drop in there. Okay, that'll work. And so he has 2. So far we've got 2 entire pieces that work. So we know we can feed 2 people. And that third person that comes along is just going to get this little bit, and we want to know how much that is. So now we're going to have to make this smaller. I don't think that's going to fit. Now we have 1/3 of a serving. That's not 1/3 of a pizza, it's 1/3 of a serving. And I still think that's going to be too big. Yeah, that's going to be too big. We're going to make it 1/4 of a serving. And notice what happened over here. It let us know, yeah, we can split these into fourths. And that'll fit right there. Okay, so there was, and that helps us count them up too. So there's 1. You see that's a different color there. There's 2 and 1/4. And I think this allows me to use there we go. 2 and 1/4. And let's go ahead and put that in as an improper fraction too. So that's going to be 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fourths. All right, so notice that the fourths have to do with a serving size. It's not of the pizza itself. So this is 2 and 1/4. So that last person that comes on, so this is 1 person. They get that piece. It's an entire serving. It's 3/4 of a pizza. This person, oh, I'm sorry, 1/3 of a pizza. So this is 1/3 of a pizza, but it's 1 entire serving. This is 1/3 of a pizza, but it's 1 entire serving. The last person, it's pretty complicated. They get 1/4 of a serving, and that serving is 1/3 of a pizza. So that's 1/12 of the entire pizza. So this is an entire pizza. And if I count these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so let's check this. Okay, last one. Carlos has 1/4 of a pizza left, and his serving size is going to be 3/4. So we're kind of switching this story around a little bit. So we want to know how many groups of 3/4 are in just 1/4. So let's clear this out here. We're definitely not going to need a mixed number in this because we're not even going to have one serving. It's going to be less than one, some fraction of a serving. So we have how many groups of 3/4 are in 1/4? So that is 1/4 divided by 3/4. So we're kind of drag, here's our serving size, here's our pizza over here. I drag this over and we can't even make one. That would be one, and we can't. And we kind of look and make a prediction here. I wonder how much. Can you think about how much of a serving that would be? Comparing that shaded area that I'm trying to put right here over how much there actually is. That tells me how many times I have to do this. So there's half a serving, and that's too big. There is 1/3 of a serving. There we go. There's 1/3 of a serving, and it lets me know immediately that yes, that should fit by putting those lines right there. So I'm going to put that right there, and that tells me that I could have 1/3 of a serving, so that we would expect our answer to be 1/3. Let's check that. Okay, so we're going to have a explanation as to how we can divide a fraction by a fraction, and this will hopefully help us understand how to count those serving pieces up.